I don't know, I had this feeling that I'd always go to jail and I thought that I'd be famous. Like these two things.
Really?
They always were stuck with me.
Wow, I wonder where that comes from.
So I remember in primary school telling people that I was going to go to jail when I was older, because they were like, you always misbehave and you're always on detention. And I was like, oh yeah, I know, I'm going to be in jail when I'm older. Because I just thought, I'm the bad kid. That's where the bad kid goes. That's where the bad kid ends up.
Right.
Yeah, so it's really weird. And even in prison, I remember, I was there for years and I just thought, I used to think back to when I was younger and I always thought I'd do 10 years or something, So when I'd done 4 or 5 years, it's like I'd had already convinced myself that wasn't enough. So I'm still going to come back, so don't worry about it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a really weird thing. But thinking that I was always going to be famous too, I actually thought that it was going to be something I'd done wrong.
Like infamous. You're
Yeah.
going to be this infamous.
Yeah. But it was things that I'm thinking, like all these people that are infamous, like murders and stuff, but I'm not going to commit to that. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I can't take that step. So I don't know like where this is coming from. And I think I sort of dropped that and just kept with I knew I was going to go to jail. So this is okay because I already knew that.
Wow. Now, here's something when it comes to you saying, do you believe in free will or a determined fate? Like your fate was determined from birth?
No, I think
free will.
Yeah, I think free will. Like you make it happen. You can make things happen.
Yeah, but how do you know those things weren't meant to happen from the beginning?
Yeah.
Well, do you know why I say that? It's been my eternal question as a kid.
Yeah, it is a hard question because I think that too sometimes, like you go left or right, then you go, oh, well, I have a choice now. And then you say, all right, I'll go left. But then it's like, was that already happening? Was that?
Yeah. And am I, like, you said prison.
Yeah.
And you think, okay, was that determined and you had an insight into that future vision of your life, or you thought it was free will, and the more you tried to move against that, you drew it closer and closer and closer? It's, when I ask that question, because I still don't know, I used to be a free will, like everything is a free will. And I remember I was young and I went to see this past life regression person. Yeah. And she said to me, Wayne, your life is a tree. And I see the things I'm telling you is apples. Like, so each apple has a vision and a moment in your life. That's what the apple represents. And I said to her, but after this conversation, surely I have the decision to grow another branch that grows new apples. And she said, no. She goes, no, the tree I see is going to be your tree. And I walked away going, that can't be right. But the more I was fighting against that thought, things started to happen in my life where I suddenly was going, oh shit, is that true?
Yeah.
And I hate to know that my trees already be planted and grown.
Yeah.
I think any human wants their free will, you know. And all the old mythologies I went to, the Greek mythology, Pandora came down to earth and let go of all the earth's miseries, and the only thing left behind was hope. And the humans said, we can use hope to fight all of those things like plagues and disease. But then Zeus said, I put hope in there to give you the illusion that you have control.
Yeah.